Hello everyone, my name is Cletus and welcome to the Iron Bars on my True Crime YouTube channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So you guys, on Saturday, I dropped a video regarding Dr. Nandipha Magudumana, who made a demand to Showmax and MultiChoice, basically demanding a copy of Tracking Thabo Bester documentary series, which is a 4-part documentary series broken into two. The first one is going to be released on the 15th of March and the second on the 22nd of March 2024. And so Dr. Nandipha Magudumana, upon hearing this news, and especially the part where her name or possible name may be involved regarding a medical doctor that fell in love with a convicted murderer. And so she wanted to see how this is going to impact on her defense, as she is an accused in the aiding and abetting of the escape of Thabo Bester, as well as a possible murder, because in order for Thabo Bester to escape, they needed somebody to die, and that person would have been brought into the Mangaung Correctional Service Center, cell 35, where they would have burnt the body, and then they would have turned around and said, Thabo Bester is no more because of a fire that happened in his cell, and therefore everybody will think that Thabo Bester is no more while he's living a lavish lifestyle with his doctor girlfriend who had 2 minor children. And he was caught in a photo that I had shown on this very channel before. They were doing some shopping in Santon Woolworths, and a particular girl who happens to have a friend who loves the doctor, Dr. Nandipha Magudumana, and thought, hey, snapping a photo and showing my friend, she will be like happy. Only to find out when the friend looks at the picture, guess who she sees? Her perpetrator, because Thabo Bester once forced himself on her when he pretended to be a model agent. And so she was like, this is the guy who forced himself on me. But I was told that he died in his cell. Well, this is when investigations started being exposed, and South Africa woke up, I think, around the 22nd of March 2023, that a very dangerous criminal actually escaped. And upon hearing that the news has broke, he and his doctor girlfriend skipped the country, and they were caught in Tanzania, I think around the 27th of April 2023. So they were brought back to South Africa, and from that point on, there were legal battles that took place. Of course, Thabo Bester tried to get himself. In fact, he did not attempt to get bail because he's a convicted criminal. He's convicted for forcing himself on several women, also 1 count of murder. And so he was sentenced to about 71 years in prison. But 10 years was taken, no, 75 years, 10 years was taken off. So he is serving 65 years imprisonment. When he escaped, he had already served 10 years in Mangaung Correctional Service Center. Now, because of all of this, Showmax and MultiChoice decided to create a true crime documentary series, a 4-part documentary series, as I've said earlier. The first part is going to be released on the 15th of March. And hearing this, Dr. Nandipha was like, no, may actually jeopardize my defense, as she has the right to a fair trial. And through her lawyers this past weekend, she asked Showmax through the media to please hand over the copy of the documentary series so she can review it. If she is happy with whatever it's in the documentary and it does not implicate her or show her in the bad light legally, then she will not have a problem. However, Showmax did respond, and it said the following in an article that I found it was released about 7 minutes ago. This is from Kaya FM. Dr. Nandipha Magudumana intends to file an urgent court application over Showmax docu. Dr. Nandipha Magudumana would like her legal team to watch the Showmax Tracking Thabo Bester documentary before it airs. In April, Bester and Magudumana were apprehended approximately 10 kilometers outside of Arusha, Tanzania, having escaped from the hotel where they were lodging. The two halves of the 4-part investigation of the series will air on Showmax on March 15, 22nd, and 22nd, 2024. What does that even mean? Why this 22nd? I think they meant March 15 and March 22nd, 2024. Attorneys for Magudumana contend that the documentary series streaming could result in irreparable harm and lead to lawsuits for damages to which Bester's girlfriend specifically reserves all rights. In court papers, Magudumana asserts that she did not grant any party the right, permission, or authority to film. We have instructed to request that our client and her legal team, including the attorneys, senior and junior counsel, be provided with a full and complete copy of the documentary series on or before Saturday, the 9th of March 2024 at 2 o'clock p.m. in order to establish if there are indeed any issues which may prejudice her rights, failing which an urgent application will be brought in the High Court of South Africa, including but not limited to interim interdictory relief to stop the streaming of the documentary series and any other material related thereto. And then they show the application for the court. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see. I will leave a copy and let me just do a screenshot so that you get to see the court papers. So as I was finished reading this article, guess who also is intending to approach the court regarding this docuseries? Thabo Bester himself. Thabo Bester yesterday also rose up and said, hey, wait a minute. I want to see copies of this documentary because it's about me, tracking Thabo Bester. And also I found an article where Thabo Bester basically, through his own lawyers, basically said, listen, this one is from, it's opening. This one is from Eyewitness News. This article was released on the 9th of March 2024 at 2:25 p.m. So this is the same day that Nandipha Magudumana, through her lawyers, she made that announcement asking for, or making that demand, asking for the copy of that docuseries. And on the same day, guess who also did the same thing? Thabo Bester. And this is the headline. It says, Showmax hit with another letter of demand after Bester lawyers also request docuseries copy. The docuseries hit another snag after the convicted rapist and murderer made a similar demand as his co-accused Nandipha Magudumana, threatening legal action if Showmax doesn't comply. So this is the article now. It says the streaming service Showmax was slapped with another letter of demand, this time from the lawyers of convicted murderer and rapist Thabo Bester, who are demanding a copy of a docuseries based on his prison escape tracking Thabo Bester. Bester's co-accused Nandipha Magudumana, through her legal representatives, made a similar demand, arguing that she did not give the multi-choice owned service permission to produce or broadcast the documentary. The documentary is scheduled for broadcast on Showmax on the 15th and 22nd of March 2024, respectively. Both complainants gave Showmax until Saturday afternoon to hand over the copy, threatening legal action should it fail to do so. Making the same demands as Magudumana's lawyers, the Mutati Khalil law firm said should a copy of the series not be handed over, it will take the matter to court on an urgent basis to protect Bester's rights. The law firm argues that Bester was not interviewed by anyone from Showmax and it does not know who stands to benefit financially from the documentary. The streaming services confirmed that it received Magudumana's letter. However, it did not indicate whether it would be handing over copies of the docuseries. Bester escaped from jail in 2022 in an operation allegedly aided by his girlfriend Magudumana. They were both arrested in Tanzania in 2023 after fleeing South Africa. So, of course, like I said, Showmax did respond, and one of the things that Showmax did say was in their response, they took all necessary steps to ensure that they followed all the standards of journalistic integrity and ethical reporting. They furthermore said Showmax promised to defend the right for the public to see the documentary so they can make up their own mind. They also said that they also reserve the right to show this docuseries tracking Thabo Bester. And so they said they will go ahead and air this documentary series on the 15th of March as scheduled and the 22nd of March 2024 as scheduled, despite legal action emanating from Dr. Nandipha Magudumana and Thabo Bester. So right now it is 7 p.m. and I'm interested to hear if Dr. Nandipha Magudumana as well as Thabo Bester have launched any urgent application to the High Court in respect of interdicting this particular documentary series, which will be very interesting. And of course, you guys, I'm your eyes, I'm your ears. I'm going to bring all of that to your attention and hear what exactly the application is all about and if it stands any chance of winning. But from what I think, it may, because of the public interest. And of course, is it the public's right to know about this? I don't know. But I also feel like at the same time, Section 35 of the Constitution, which Nandipha Magudumana as well as Thabo Bester, they are protected by it for them to have, for their rights to have a fair trial. If this documentary series is going to prejudice their cases, well, I do not know. It's going to be interesting to hear what the arguments are going to be. And trust and believe me, I'm going to be right here for all of it. And I'm going to bring you all the lowdowns of what transpired during the hearing of this particular matter. So definitely the battle lines are now drawn as far as I'm concerned. So let's see how it all goes. So my thoughts regarding this is that I still feel that Thabo Bester as well as Dr. Nandipha Magudumana do have the right to a fair trial. Will this documentary jeopardize them in any way? It's going to depend on how it was structured and what was said that might jeopardize their defense in court. But if it's giving evidence of some sort, then it's going to be quite interesting how the state may use this evidence against Thabo Bester as well as Nandipha Magudumana. I'm quite shocked that Thabo Bester was not involved. I thought he kind of like pulled the carpet under Dr. Nandipha Magudumana's feet, only to find out that himself he was in the dark. Unless it is him just trying to be like, hey, but he knows it's going to benefit financially out of it. I don't know. And a good question that was asked is who's going to benefit financially from this docuseries? I had thought that Thabo Bester was just being Thabo Bester, but turns out he was also in the dark about this. So I don't know. I feel like Showmax should have at least, told them that, listen, guys, we are going to be publishing this true crime docuseries on you guys. I don't know. I don't know how this whole journalistic integrity thing goes. I'm willing to look at it, but I think constitutionally speaking, I think that both Nandipha Magudumana as well as Thabo Bester, their right supersedes that of the media house, Showmax. So I think maybe, in my prediction, it will be interdicted. I think it will be stopped until their demands are met. And if the documentary is not implicating them in a certain light that might jeopardize their case, maybe we'll be able to see it. So we'll see how it all goes. Anyways, guys, that is all with my thoughts regarding the Thabo Bester or Tracking Thabo Bester documentary series that is in jeopardy of never airing. Or maybe it's going to air. We'll see. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not leave this video without clicking the like button. And if you're not subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing so that you get to be notified with all these developments in Tracking Thabo Bester as well as the Thabo Bester pre-trial as well as the trial going forward. We hear it might be 6 months long. Hey, let's see how it all goes. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.